and welcome to another vlog from Italy. It's still gonna take me a while to get used to introducing myself here in this new place, but today is one of my first days going out in the town. I have a few things I need to sort out. I need to go to the agency and look around the shops to see if I can buy some bits that I'm missing, which I've realised after moving here, all things that I just couldn't really bring from England, like an ironing board. I need to go and get that. So I don't know if I'll necessarily get it today, but I will look around to see what kind of shops there are and where I can get them, because at the moment I just have a mat that I'm putting on my bed and ironing my clothes on, so that's fine. My hair, I've just got it ready, but I'm really struggling with my hair at the moment. I recently got it cut just before moving to Italy, and I'll put a picture here of what it looked like in England when it was nicely styled and when my hair did not have to deal with, I mean, I don't know if it's more humid here or if I'm just constantly really sweaty because I'm not used to the heat, but it's very frizzy. So I've put it up with a hair clip. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, hopefully you can see it from the angle. But I've got these short bits that like kind of are supposed to sweep round and make my hair have more volume and like look cute when I put my hair up. I have a few bits that come down, but they're just like frizzy and curly. I've never had curly hair before, but it just keeps going like this. I mean, I don't know if this is cute or if it's like, it just looks really bad, but I'm trying to make it work. I don't know. I'm just going to have to deal with it looking like this, to be honest. But yeah, this is my outfit I'm wearing, which is quite cute because I have these white sunglasses and then I have like a small white top and a wrap skirt. And I think the outfit is just really cute. The top kind of ties to the back. It's really giving summer in Italy. I'm trying to wear as light clothes as possible because it is so hot. I think after a few days I'll adjust, but I think it's the fact that I'm working all the time in terms of like moving heavy boxes around my apartment, cleaning, which is kind of like physical activity. You don't realise when you're cleaning, but you're like scrubbing, moving, and it's just making me really hot. And I have aircon in the living room, but not anywhere else. So when I was like putting all my clothes on the shelves in my bedroom and stuff, I was literally just so hot. But yes, today I've sorted everything out apart from the bathroom in my apartment, but I thought I would leave that for later because I deserve a rest after every day just sorting. So I'm going to go out, walk around, like I said, do things I need to do. Also, I want to walk to my university, not that it's open, but just to see where it is, what it looks like, from the outside at least, just out of curiosity. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Another thing that happened recently that is that basically, you see that red patch on my hand? On the drive here, we stopped at a petrol station, my dad and I, and we went inside to have some breakfast. And a wasp stung me inside a petrol station, as in like the cafe area. Because basically, I think it must have been sitting on my hand and then I crossed my arms, and because my elbow squashed my hand where the wasp was sitting on, he stung me because he was scared and he wanted to escape. Obviously I didn't realise the wasp was there, and as soon as I crossed my arms I felt something on me, so I would have just let him go. He was being over dramatic and decided to sting me twice, I think, because there's 2 little dots on my hand. And at first it was painful and then it went away, and it was a little bit like swollen, but it was not that bad. And now it's just kind of going red and I've got like loads of bumps and it's really itchy. And this happened, how many days ago now? Like 3 days ago. And I feel like it's just getting worse. I don't know if anyone has any I was about to ask if anyone has any like recommendations of what you're meant to do, but by the time this video is up, it will probably have healed by itself. I don't know, I should probably just look online at this point. But yeah, that's another inconvenience that I have. It's like the little things that happen. I'm still annoyed. I keep seeing my hair in the camera and just not liking it. I don't know if it looks cute or if it's giving like, I don't know. It's not giving what it's meant to be giving. That's why I put the sunglasses on. I'm trying to draw attention away from my hair. I could tuck it. I think it's the fact that it's just a bit sweaty. If I tucked it behind my ears though, I feel like it just looks worse. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this work, or maybe when it's not as hot it will just be easier to style. But I'm about to head out and yeah, look around the town a bit. Okay, I think I figured out what the issue was. I think I just had too many short bits sticking out the front. I tucked some behind my ear and I think now that I have less it looks better, so that's good. Also, it's so hot that I'm unable to wear makeup on my face at the moment. I just about put on mascara and some lip stain and that's it, because anything that I put on my face would just melt straight off. So yes, this is the final look for today. Oh, I forgot to say as well, the glasses are new. I got these sunglasses from Anthropology, but they were on sale, so I mean you probably won't be able to get them if they were on sale, but they're really cute. I love the vintage vibe, so I feel like it's very old Italian style, kind of like Italian Riviera. But anyway, it's time to go.
pra perder, mas tô bem acostumado a cantar samba triste que mais parece fado.
So I've just come back from walking around town, and honestly I'm already falling in love with this town. It's so pretty, and I love it because at this time of year we'd expect an Italian town to be really full of tourists and busy, and there are some tourists around, don't get me wrong, but it's not overcrowded, so that's like the ideal balance. And it's funny because it's so beautiful here that I don't understand why there's not more people visiting, but I'm not going to complain because obviously that suits me very well as someone who's now living here. But I thought I would show you quickly what I got. Unfortunately, I did not find what I needed. For example, one thing I desperately needed is bed sheets, because I brought double bed sheets, but the bed is bigger. It's actually 2 single beds together. I don't know, probably I need to find like king size bed sheets, but I couldn't find anywhere that does them. I also couldn't find an ironing board because the homeware stores are more like high-end fancy products, and I'm just looking for simple things. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to research further where you can get those sorts of things here in this town. But I did find some other cute things. So I went to Tiger and I found this really pretty picture frame. It's kind of like an antique style gold colour, but it was only €3. And since I have some more prints that I'd like to put up in my bedroom, I thought this would be perfect. Because the living room is kind of full now, the cupboards are decorated with frames, but my bedroom is kind of empty. So that would be quite nice on there. And then I found this lovely tablecloth, which is like in a traditional kind of tile pattern, which I thought was really pretty. And I'm not sure if I'll use it as a tablecloth or as like a sheet to cover some ugly stuff I have as storage that's in the side of the apartment. So it's like a kind of curtain thing. I might just pin it up over the top. I'm not sure. I need to experiment with how this looks. So either tablecloth, either something to hide ugly storage, we'll see, but it is very pretty, and it says it's like easy to wipe and stuff and clean, so that's convenient. And I just love this pattern, and that's just from Carrefour, the supermarket, so that was a good find. I also have these hooks, which I got for the kitchen, because at the moment there's nowhere to hang tea towels, so I'm planning to stick these up on the tiles just so I can hang my tea towels up, because at the moment they're just floating around. So yeah, that's very useful. And that's all the interesting stuff. Then I just got like black pepper, things like that are missing from my kitchen. So yes, that's the main things. Those are the main homeware things that I got today. And now I'm about to go and cook some lunch because I'm very hungry. And then just sit in the apartment for a bit, sort a few things out, probably sort out my bathroom because that's the one last room that's not cleaned and tidied, so I think I'll probably do that now. Everything's closed at this time anyway because I was walking around and most of the shops closed from 12 or 12:30 till 3:30. So anyway, if I was out, it's too hot, so everyone's just gone in home. There's no one working in the shops, so that's quite funny. Only the main supermarkets are still open, so I guess I'll have to get used to that schedule of living and things closing at midday. Although it's very hot, so I understand why. That's yeah, why I came back as well. But it was really nice to go out today. I had a very late breakfast, but I had a coffee and a cornetto in a cornetto is basically a croissant, but that's what they call it in Italy. And I had that in a cafe and I just sat reading some poetry. I'm reading Elizabeth Barrett Browning's poetry at the moment, so that's quite nice. And just chilling and exploring a little bit because yeah, it's going to take me a while to get to know the area, but literally it's so beautiful. I also walked up to the university just to see what the building's like, and the office doors were open, so I guess they're preparing for term to start. I don't know, but I didn't go inside because I'm not actually like, I wouldn't know where I'm going and I'm not a student there yet, but it's good to know where it is. It's quite close to the apartment, which is nice. It's like a 12-ish minute walk. Yeah, that's my day summed up so far. So now I'm going to have something to eat and then, like I said, carrying on sorting things out.
Mas prefiro ficar sozinho, prefiro até morrer do que viver pela vida anestesiado. Eu prefiro sentir e chorar do que passar a vida sem sair do lugar, sem ter alguém pra amar.
Hello, it's another day and I had a really good time yesterday walking around town, and it was nice because I had a little walk around where the lake is, and the lake is really long and thin, a bit like a horseshoe shape, and Mantua sits in the middle. and so it looks a bit like a really big river, but it was really nice to see it. It's such a lovely calming space to be, so I feel like that's somewhere I will definitely go to sit on a bench nearby or something like that in the future, so it's nice to discover that area. I've just gotten ready and it's quite late, so it took me forever to get ready. I'm struggling with styling my hair because it's just so frizzy. If you can see, my hair is normally very neat and this is just not working for me. I don't know, I need to figure out how to style it well. So today, my attempt at styling it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you on camera. Wait, I'll try to show you the back of my hair. Basically, I've like done a plait down the middle to hold up the top bit. And then I've got the short bits that come down the front, which I think looks quite cute. And even though my hair's still a bit frizzy, at least it looks neater because I cannot deal with Hagrid hair all the time. So I'm trying to learn how to style it. And I think as well, once I get used to the heat, my body does not react so much to it. My hair won't be as frizzy either because I think it's just the fact that also I'm sweating a lot that makes my hair so bad. So hopefully, I don't know, either the humidity or the sweat, but hopefully it will just get better on its own. I'm about to head out again now and get something from the bakery for breakfast. And I don't know, because it's quite late and everything closes at midday or 12:30 here. So I feel like by the time I have breakfast, because it's 11 now, everything will be closed. But that's just how long it took me to get ready in the morning. And I also had a coffee already at home, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go to a park. I saw there was a park nearby that had like loads of rose bushes and it was quite pretty, so I might go and sit there for a bit until things reopen. I don't know, I haven't really got many plans, just to be a bit spontaneous and walk around. So I've just come back from walking around town, and the first place I stopped off at was this vintage clothing store called Portobello Vintage and Reused, and they were actually really good. So if you're in Mantua and looking for vintage clothing, I would definitely recommend going there because they had an amazing selection of both designer and like non-designer brands, and reasonably priced too. And I got this lovely dress because since moving here I've noticed that I don't own enough like super lightweight clothing because it's so hot, and I just literally in the mornings take so long to get ready just because I don't want to put anything on. I pull on some denim shorts and it's just, it feels so sticky and constricting, and I just want light airy clothes. So I got this lovely it's like a cotton material dress with a beautiful rose pattern, and it looks like this, and it fits really well as well, although it's slightly baggy in kind of like this area here. But I was thinking it's easy to kind of like just pin two little points here to bring it a bit tighter and sew them. Although one thing that I did forget to bring from England was sewing stuff, so I'll have to search and look for like a simple essential sewing kit or something so that I can easily do that, because just two little stitches which would hold here and here, and I think as well the way it falls would still be really pretty. But it's just really nice, lightweight, airy, and it was 20 euros, which, I mean, I feel like before secondhand clothes used to be much more affordable, whereas now, because it's almost become a trend to buy secondhand and vintage, they've gone up in price. But I think 20 euros is reasonable for a dress like this. Brand I don't recognise. It's called Woolrich, John Rich and Brothers. So I don't know the brand, but I just love this dress, and I feel like it's quite Italian summer vibes, and like I said, it fits well. It's a nice length and it's very thin and light and airy, which is what I need. So this is a good find, and that's where I started off the day at. And then I went to Carrefour to get some bits for lunch, and I can show you what I got. Oh, I also stopped off at a bakery to get some bread, and I got a whole, I mean, it's not like a massive loaf. The bag is very pretty as well. And the bread inside is like a decent sized piece of bread for me. I mean, this could last me a few days. And it was only 74 cents, which is, yeah, it's only 74 cents, which is really cheap. There's quite a few bakeries around. I feel like I need to try them out, compare what they have so that I know which one is the best one to go to. But that's the first one I've gone to, so I'll see what it's like. And then I got some, what did I get? From Carrefour, I got some burrata cheese, because I'm planning to have that with some tomatoes that I already have in the fridge and pesto. And then I got a selection of salamis, and find it, half a melon, which I like to make into a salad with balsamic vinegar. Really delicious. That can be a meal for another day. So yes, I'm definitely having lighter meals just because it's so hot. You can see I've been out today this morning and I'm really shiny because of sweating. Yeah, and I sat outside as well for a coffee and like a little pastry. from a cafe for breakfast as well. But yes, after walking around a bit, it's time to have some lunch and just sit under the aircon for a little bit. Yeah, that's what I've been up to so far today. Okay, so I've just finished preparing my lunch and I'm really excited to tuck into this because it just looks really good. I prepared the burrata, which in fact was smoked. I could tell as soon as I opened the package because it just smells amazing. And then I've chopped some tomatoes and I've got some olives and I've drizzled that with pesto, and I've got a bit of the bread that I got and some olive oil to dip it into, and I am really hungry, so I can't wait to tuck into this. And this is like one of the ideal summer lunches for me. I mean, normally I would go for an insalata caprese, so I would use like fresh basil instead of pesto, but I don't have any. And since I'm going away on a trip soon, I can't be bothered to buy a basil plant that I know will die, so pesto will just do. It's got basil anyway, so it's got a similar flavour. But this just looks really good, and I'm really hungry, so I'll eat this and then check in afterwards. So now I've just been playing the piano for a bit, and it's really nice to get back into playing because it's actually been a while since I played either of my instruments, to be honest, because first of all, with the end of degree project that I was doing, I was so busy that I stopped practicing, and then since then I've been traveling, busy moving to another country, just so many things going on, and I honestly have not had the time to practice. And the piano I did a little bit just before moving here, so it's not that bad, but it's still a bit rusty. But violin I have not done in months, so starting to play that again, let's just say I'm nervous because I know it will be bad, but you have to be bad to be able to improve and get to my previous level. So yeah, so I'll have to start practicing the violin again soon, but for now I'm playing the piano, and like I said, it's just so nice. I've been playing some Debussy and now some Chopin because they're my favourite composers, so I enjoy playing their music. And yes, I'm very lucky to be able to have the piano with me here, not just a keyboard. And this one is digital, and it basically is a keyboard but just with a wooden stand below, so it's very light, I mean very light, compared to a real acoustic piano. But carrying up the stairs with my dad was difficult nonetheless. But yeah, it's nice, and it fits perfectly in this gap in the apartment. Like literally you can see that the wall ends there and that's where the cupboard starts, so it's as if it's made to be here. And yes, it's nice to have that bit of home with me. And yeah, that's what I've been up to. Hello and welcome to another beautiful day in Mantua. Today I've just gotten ready because I'm about to head to the historic centre of the town, because apparently every Thursday morning there's a market, and it's my first Thursday morning here, so I thought I had to go and have a look around, see what it's like. Today's the first day since moving to Italy I've actually been able to try and style my hair, because I told you I got a new haircut, but I haven't been able to actually style it out because my hair's been so frizzy, because it's just, I guess, me not being used to the heat, and I'm sweating so much that it just goes really big and gross. But today I've actually styled it out, straightened it, and like done the kind of swoopy front bits. And I mean, I still need to practice doing it because I haven't actually practiced styling it before. Well, like maybe, I think this is my second or third time trying, and I feel like it will get better with each go, but it definitely looks better than it has done recently. And I've also been able to do my makeup properly. I feel more like me than I have recently, where I've just been going out looking like a real mess. And I've put on this lovely dress, and yes, I'm excited to just walk around, discover the market, see what they have here. And again, the weather's just nice. I mean, I guess I don't need to comment on the weather that much like I used to do in England, because in England I think the reason people talk about the weather all the time is because it's always changing. It's always a point of conversation, because throughout the day you'll get several different weather conditions, whereas here it's just always hot and sunny. Although the weather does say that next week it's going to start raining, so I don't know how I feel about that, because if it's hot and rainy, it just gets really sticky. My hair will be suffering even more. I've also got to get used to the fact that my hair will be on my face, because I don't really like my hair on my face, so I keep moving it back, but you can't really touch it because then it will start to get greasy more quickly, so I've got to get used to just letting it be in my face. But yes, I'm about to head out and show you what the market is like. Okay, so it turns out the weekly market is more of a clothes market. So there were lots of clothes, shoes, bags, belts, random household items, but not much food. I think there were like 2 stalls with fruit, but I didn't need anything anyway because I've already been to the supermarket, so I had stuff in the fridge, I didn't need to buy anything. But it's a bit disappointing because I was hoping it would be like a proper food market where like farmers come and sell local products, but no, it's more so clothes. Nonetheless, very popular. I feel like the whole town was there. I haven't seen so many people out before because in general the town is quite empty, but it was full of people rummaging through the clothes, looking for bargains. So I suppose, you know, it is in demand here. But yeah, I didn't buy anything at the market. However, I went to a bakery, another one that I wanted to try out, to get something for breakfast because I haven't had breakfast yet. I was hoping to buy something at the market, but it didn't work out. And I ended up getting this tart, and these are really popular for breakfast in Italy. You can get different things inside. I'll bring it to the light so you can see. It's really cute, and I love the presentation of it as well. This one's with apricot, but you can get different fruits. You can get like cherries, plums, chocolate filling. But I went for apricot, so I'm going to cut a slice of that now. I'll have some with coffee, and then probably I'll go out and sit somewhere to read for a bit. Yeah, my hair is holding up, so I must be adapting to the climate because I was worried when I first got here that that hair situation would be the situation I'd have like the whole duration of my stay here. But no, now it's okay. I mean, the bits next to my neck are still a bit questionable, but in general, I feel like my hair is okay now, so that is a good thing. So I've just played the piano for a bit because, like I said, between the hours of 12 till 3 every day, everything's pretty much closed. Not that I'm going out anywhere right now, I'm just going to go and find somewhere to read my book, but I thought, you know, during the kind of quiet hours of the day, I would stay in and, you know, do something productive. So that's why I played the piano, and yes, I'm about to head out. But one thing I have noticed about Mantova is there's not many parks and there's not many benches to sit on. In the squares, they do have, in some of them, some stone benches, but they're not the most comfortable. And I feel like it's a bit awkward sitting there as well because normally people are just kind of walking past. So if I'm just sitting facing everyone, I don't know, it's just, it feels a bit weird. It's not like when you're in a park and it's normal for people to go and sit there. In those benches, people don't really sit, and they're normally in direct sunlight as well, so it is a bit hot. However, there is a river right by where I live and there's a bridge over it, and from that bridge I can see in the distance some benches under the shade of trees that kind of line the river, and I was thinking that would be a perfect spot, but I don't know how to get there, so I need to try to figure out because, you know, there's loads of like narrow streets in this town because it's an old town, and it's hard to find out how they interconnect because they don't all necessarily clearly connect together. But I'll try to figure out how to get there, and if I do, I'll sit there and read because I think that'd be a nice spot. I found the spot with all the benches behind me, which is really lovely, and look at the view from here. This is the bridge that I saw the benches from, so I knew they were going to be here, and it's just so pretty. Oh. Very peaceful. And the view here as well. Just lovely. So I hope you enjoyed following me as I went out. This afternoon I found the spot that I was looking for to read in, and it was perfect. It was very peaceful and shaded, and just honestly, that's probably going to be my go-to spot from now on. And then afterwards I went for a little walk around town, and it was really hot. It was 37, 38 degrees Celsius, and I was really hot, so I wanted to cool down. I got a granita. A granita is basically like a high-end slushie, and I got the lime and mint one, and it's made with crushed ice, but they use really natural ingredients, so you could see the bits of mint leaf in it, and it was so refreshing and perfect. And I sat in the square, and then I went to have a look inside the cathedral and the rotonda because I'd never been before, so I thought it would be worth having a look around. And honestly, it was definitely worth it because they are stunning inside, filled with frescoes and Just all the walls are painted and very grand. I didn't expect them to be so grand considering they're in this small town. So yes, it's definitely worth it. I'm glad I finally had the chance to look around. So yes, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel to join me in more adventures and to discover more of Mantua and hopefully further beyond in Italy. And I will see you next time. Bye!